Pete Hegseth is giving a, I don't know, some sort of warrior ethos speech. This is on the Blaze. When the fuck was this? May 6th. Jesus Christ. This is like, this is my impersonation of me holding Trump's ass cheeks and weaseling my face up in his crack. Right. He goes, "We're done with that shit." Pete Hegseth torches woke military in keynote speech.
When President Trump asked me to take this job,
I knew he was hoping this job would go away.
He told me, well, one key thing, but really two.
So he told you two key things. Way to prep, dude.
First was, Pete, you're gonna have to be tough as shit.
How tough is shit? Just, I don't know. Seems like pretty soft overall. I mean, obviously Trump's shit probably is a brick, so.
They're gonna come after you.
Because you're unqualified and a philanderer and full of shit, and you ripped off the veterans charity you worked for, and you were the B-string asshole on Fox and Friends, and nobody thinks you're qualified to do this stuff, and you're basically a wrestling character.
Boy, he was not kidding about that one. This job requires a steel spine, and that's fine. My job's easy compared to what you do. We're doing the work on behalf of the American people.
Sorry, my job requires a steel spine, and that's awesome. So yours is made of titanium, aluminum, vibranium, what?
American warfighter. But then the president, after he said that, went on to say, I need you and I want you to restore the warrior ethos in our military, full stop.
Yeah, he used those words. Right. I think you said, I want to restore the warrior ethos. And he said, do that. Okay, fine. Button. Hold on. Where's the, I think he has this button on his desk. There it is.
And that's been my first priority since day one, is restoring the warrior ethos.
And apparently, a big thing about the warrior ethos is warriors don't fight in the dark and in secret. They don't hide their war plans. They post them for the world to see, and they say, come get me, you fucking assholes. I'll tell you exactly where, well, not me, but other pilots are flying when they're over a country that has anti-aircraft batteries. So, yeah, come get me. Well, them. Come get them. Totally warrior ethos.
It's one of the most fundamental of those three objectives. Again, humans more important than hardware.
I'm glad you feel that way. I might buy it a little more if either of you showed up for the return of our dead soldiers.
It starts and ends with warriors from training to the battlefield. We are leaving wokeness and weakness behind.
And we're going, what, corporate weasel media military? That's more like daytime TV show host as opposed to woke and weak. We'll go for that. What's the difference?
No more pronouns, no more climate change obsession, no more emergency vaccine mandates, no more dudes in dresses.
Can we have no more sharing top secret attack plans that could get our soldiers killed in apps you could buy on, on the App Store?
We're done with that shit. We're focused on lethality, meritocracy, accountability, standards, and readiness.
Okay, so you're stepping down?
That's why since Election Day, since President Trump was elected, recruitment and retention numbers are up historically.
You met your numbers. They're like 5% above. Simmer down. It's not like the lead up to the fucking Iraq War or Vietnam.
Attracting military service is something Americans have long been attracted to, but more so when they see leadership they want to follow.
Attracting military leadership is something we've been attracted.
They want to be in disciplined formations that value them.
Yes, we do.
Not for immutable differences, not for the color of our skin or gender, but because of honor and integrity and grit and patriotism.
Means a lot coming from a guy who won't even admit that attack plans are top secret, especially while they're being carried out.
They want a meritocracy.
Right, so fuck off.
They can work hard, make themselves better, kick ass, and rise up. They're looking for adventure.
That's right, they are. They want to go to interesting places, meet interesting people, and kill them.
Risk, danger. They want to push themselves and test themselves against others. They want to flourish in an environment that embraces hard work, discipline, and the warrior ethos.
And they would prefer if while they were carrying out that warriorness, that some dickhead isn't sitting on his phone in the Pentagon tweeting the direction of their airplane.
Special operators know a thing or two about all of those. I've experienced it firsthand across the world. I had a chance to get up and do PT with the...
Oh, god damn. Do you know how fucking dismissive this is of the military service, of like special ops people, that you got to experience it by doing a workout with them in Hawaii? Jesus Christ. I know. I'm basically you guys. We did push-ups next to each other.
Oftentimes when we're traveling. And some people think it's a novelty.
No, we think it's stupid. I don't think it's novelty. I think it's fucking ridiculous.
It's not. It's always been a basic part of military service. You get up early, you get up, and you work out because we're going to be fit and we're not going to be fat. And even if the SecDef has a little bit of time to do it, every troop has an opportunity to do it. The problem is...
What? I'm sorry. Was there a big thing that, like, the troops, especially in special ops, are just, like, kicking back and putting their fucking feet up, you weirdo? If I gotta lead by example. So if the SecDef can fly in with a camera crew and work out next to these folks, then...
It went from let's do PT with the troops to every special operations group in the world trying to smoke the SecDef. I find myself almost blacking out by the end of the workout and then having to hand out coins and try to stay right ways up. Appreciate that.
You chose to do it, asshole.
You, this group, have long been the standard bearers of what it means to be an American warrior.
Right. And he thinks he's just like you because he did your workout with you and then flew out and worked out with somebody else and then flew on another plane and did it as well. All the while texting your location and the direction of your ship and your airplanes and everything into areas where you could be killed. Because isn't that fucking awesome?
Exclusive club where the cost of membership is commitment, toughness, courage, grit, paired with accountability.
Especially for those who don't turn their fucking phone off.
Intelligence and skill.
The skill to turn their fucking phone off.
At times, and this is a key thing and something we've seen firsthand, when the broader force has strayed from the path, has strayed from sanity, has strayed from standards.
The broader force?
Have been keepers of the flame. So it's great to see so many outstanding leaders this morning who embody that warrior ethos. General Fenton, thank you for your courage, your determination, and your...
This is all just kissing ass.
Showing your forces what right looks like.
It's like, I have to say, as like goofy and stupid as this is, and it's going to be boring, but I have to call this what it is. It's stolen valor. It's like he's taking the machismo version of valor. I stood next to you guys and then hopped on a plane and fucked off, and I'm basically just like you, and we all share this thing, even though they're the ones who are going to get fucking killed. And he's so goddamn flippant with the entire Signalgate thing, with putting in that line into the Pentagon. He's going to get somebody killed if he hasn't already. I mean, it may be years before we find out some ops got compromised and people got fucking killed because this dipshit spilled the beans someplace. Because he thinks it's like it puffs up his ego to talk about it loudly because it's the Trumpian fucking way. God damn. It's so fucking pathetic.